How's it going, everybody? My name is Brian, and I'm coming to you here with Capitalism Lab Update 10.0, a momentous occasion. Um, like always, going into this blind, so let's learn about this together. So we have here new features and improvements in Capitalism Lab version 10.0. Oh yeah, and this video is sponsored by nobody. All right. All right, Export Company, your gateway to global markets in Capitalism Lab. Let's see what we have here. Take your business to new heights and tap into international markets with the latest feature in Capitalism Lab, the Export Company. When local demand is low, don't let your excess products go to waste. Ship them overseas and generate additional sales revenue, keeping your firms running and profits growing. That sounds good. The export company offers a valuable outlet for products that would otherwise remain unsold, allowing you to strategically expand your operations in survival mode by setting up export deals. Oh, you can reach new customers worldwide and maximize your potential for growth. So we have here, we see the export company. Looks like they're exporting CCDs, CPUs. All right. Looks interesting. Monthly budget for export clients, 58 grand there. Capacity is 4. Okay. So I found export clients 10. Export deal points. I wonder, knowledge point 6, huh? Okay. Interesting. Okay, interesting. With two methods to establish export deals, you have the flexibility to choose the approach that best fits your business strategy. Find export clients and use export deal points, or use knowledge points to directly create export agreements for your desired products. Once your export deals are in place, connect them to your production facilities. I keep hitting this water bottle. I'm going to just move it, such as once you export production facilities such as factories, farms, or natural resource firms. Your export company will then start shipping products overseas, generating additional sales beyond your domestic capacity and turning excess inventory and materials into profit. And materials. Okay, I want to see how that works out. Don't miss out on this opportunity to grow your business on a global scale. Try out the export company feature in Capitalism Lab today and see your profits soar. I will. I will. You can click there to learn more. Let's just real quick see what it. Oh, let's see. So there's that goes into much more detail there. If you're interested in that, I'll provide a link in the description. All right, next is historical results for mayor elections. So the mayor screen now shows a history of election results, including the vote percentages for each candidate in each election. And we have here this lady here, mayor of Irwindale, Ruby Brown, part of the Workers' Party. You can see the approval rating, how long the term is for, right? 4-year term. Okay. All right. Moving on. New market share goals for the entrepreneurial goal set. When the product launch goal has been achieved, the game will automatically generate a new goal for reaching a target market share for the product type. Hey, that's good. That's good. That was needed. Very good. City Economic Simulation DLC Survival Mode improvements. Added a new option to set the initial population of the first city in survival mode. And yet again, I hit the bottom. You know what? Let me move this here. All right. Added a new option to set the initial population. This allows for more customization when starting a new survival game. Develops at the beginning, population. All right. The maximum number of AI companies allowed in a survival game has been increased from 7 to 20. Giant increase, giving the player more flexibility to set up the game for more economic activities in the city. Sounds great. Knowledge points. Skills have been renamed knowledge points. Skill points have been renamed. Knowledge points have been renamed and expanded to have additional effects. On the game settings menu, a new section labeled Goal Rewards can be found under the Goals tab. This page offers several customization options for knowledge points. Okay, so this is the start of the game screen. Knowledge point system, yes. Can increase expertise of management staff. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Very interested in trying that out. All right. All right, moving on. You now have the ability to turn off knowledge points entirely. Two, there is an option to use knowledge points to enhance the expertise of your management team members. I will be using that. Three, you can set the initial amount of knowledge points at the beginning of the game. Four, the number of knowledge points earned upon achieving goals can be modified to your preference. Now, what I would love is if they would add the ability to only gain that knowledge points and not get the money bonus. Because just personally, the way that I play, just to make it harder for me, I like starting with the least amount of money and not many bonuses. So if I can instead get the improvement points, right, to help out my staff and not the money, I would love that. I would love that. But that's more of a personal thing here. Knowledge points can also be used for adding new import and export deals. I just want to point out, take a quick second to point out how this game has been out for a while, and yet the developers are still committed to coming out with new updates. I'm talking about consistently just improving on the game, and I appreciate it. All right, monetary reward modifier. The goal reward setting screen also includes a monetary reward modifier. For those goals that give money as reward, this slider modifies the amount of money rewarded. When it's larger than 100%, you will receive more money than normal, and vice versa. So does that mean that I can set it to 0 and get no money? Sorry about that. Let me put my phone to vibrate. Should have done that before the video started. Nonetheless, it is now done. So going back, this is actually what I wanted. If it can get to receive no money at all, that would be great. That would be great. Man, that's amazing. New HQ buildings. Look at these models. Look at these models. Very futuristic, clean, beautiful looking buildings. All right, this version introduces 2 brand new headquarters buildings with cutting edge, modern architecture design that will elevate your entrepreneurial journey. Look at that. Hey, looks pretty sweet so far, huh? All right, new person portraits. This version introduces new person portraits. These fresh portraits bring a renewed sense of life and diversity to the game, replacing the older ones. This update boasts a total of 75 male persons and 75 female persons, offering an expansive cast of characters to recruit and compete against as they build their virtual empires. Look at that. So some really it's a stark contrast to the older portraits, which, you know, definitely did not look as realistic as these. The old ones are cool too, but hey, now we have a lot more options, and that's always good. An Asian gentleman. We have, yeah. I'm looking for some brown faces. Where are the brown faces? Okay, we have one guy there. No, but it's not showing all of them. You know, you can scroll down. Maybe there's okay, whatever. All right. The maximum number of AI persons in this game has been increased to 149. Wow. Wow, 149. Look at that. All right. New temporarily idle option for firm managers. A new feature called temporarily idle. By the way, another feature. This is crazy. Okay. A new feature has been introduced on the Assign Manager menu. When this option is enabled, the manager assigned to the firm will not actively manage any tasks, but the firm will continue to receive the benefits of their expertise. Ooh, it allows players to have more control over the day-to-day operations of their firms while still benefiting from the expertise of the assigned manager. This sounds great. This sounds great. Nicole Fernandez. Temporary. Sweet. All right, let's move on. Firm list enhancements. Enhancements to the firm's list include one, toggle display mode. You can now switch between, scroll down a little bit more, between viewing lifetime revenue and profit or annual revenue and profit with just a click of a button. Two, sort firms by profit button. Easily compare and analyze firms based on their profitability by using this new feature to sort them accordingly. So let's take a look at that. All right. So you click here and it sorts by revenue, right? Profitability based on their profitability. All right. That's useful. That would be useful. Look at that. And there we see here in the bottom left, annual data and sort by name. And sort by name. All right. Three, income statement view button. In dual information center mode, you can now quickly view the income statement of the chosen firm with the addition of this new money dollar sign button. Look at that. Look at that. There's something about this screen. I don't know what. It's making me want to play the game. Just right there. Just. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to jump in after this video is over, but as we can see, as I look to the little bar here, we're not even halfway done. Oh my goodness, this is a big update. This is a big update. Unless the bottom part is comments. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me stop yapping. We got to get to it. This is a huge update. I did not realize that. They went all out with 10.0. Okay. SDL version of Capitalism Lab with improved video settings. All right, SDL, which stands for Simple Direct Media Layer, is a development library that allows Capitalism Lab to output game screens to textures. These textures will then be rendered via the GPU using Direct3D, resulting in the capability to adjust the application's window size of Capitalism Lab. Capitalism Lab now offers enhanced display scaling options to address the issue of small text appearing on ultra high resolution monitors such as 4K or 2.5K. In previous versions, users were required to switch to full screen mode at a lower resolution, like 1980 by 1080, to mitigate this problem. However, with the latest update, you can now utilize the 1980 by 1080 windowed mode and utilize a new scaling slider to enlarge the game's app window, occupying a significant portion of your desktop. All right, so if you have a larger monitor, this is for you. This feature is especially beneficial for users with dual monitor setups, as full screen mode does not optimally function across two monitors. By employing windowed mode and adjusting the scaling, you can effectively enlarge the text display. It's important to note that the maximum scaling size is determined by your Windows desktop screen size. And we can click here to learn more. I will also be including that in the description. So if you want to know more, you go into further details right there. Interface improvements. When selecting a location to build a new building that is not a retail or service firm, e.g. an apartment, there will be an option to display a land value layer on the city map. The challenge game menu interface has been improved. I've never tried challenge game. Never done that. Says something. So there we go. There's the, you can come from a family business, strong expertise in farming, seeing prospect and setting up retail. Oh wow. From a family business is cool. Wow. Hey, I'm gonna have to try challenge games. Gives you a little story, a little role play. Okay. Okay, 10.0. 10.0. Let's see. All right, the tech acquisition interface has been improved. The financial reports of apartment and commercial buildings now show the total leasable area of the building and the projected annual rental income based on the current rent rate, with details of how it is calculated. Let's so now we can see, yeah, clear more detail. Annual rent per square foot, 941. Total leasable area, occupancy rate, projected annual rents of income. Look at that in a new picture here. Little snazzy looking picture, looks pretty cool. What is this in the back though? What is that? Don't know what that is. Okay. A new interface for moving, demolishing, and transferring a firm. All right. So display of the firm picture, larger versions of corporate logo, and the manager portrait beside the firm detail window. Um, if the game screen resolution is wide enough, Capitalism Lab 10.0 will display the firm picture, the corporate logo, and the manager portrait beside the firm detail window. The aim is to provide players with a more visually appealing experience. You can choose whether to display them or not in the game options menu, setting the option show pictures besides the firm detail window and information center on the game options menu. We have here a nice looking young lady, business attire, your logo. That's a badass looking logo too, by the way. I'm sorry. I blanked because I remember saying, hey, it'll be cool if we could just make these pictures disappear. You know, if you want to see them, you can see them. But it looks like you can now do that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, new speeches that keep you informed about your company's competitive position in the market. When your company becomes the market leader in a product category, the game will play a speech announcing that. Conversely, when your company loses the market leadership in a product category, you will likewise be notified through a speech. The speeches are in the following format. All right, so this is the lady that speaks, right? Your company is now the leader in the market. Yeah, company is not leader in the television market. Okay, yeah, so your company has now lost leadership. So different voice lines. In addition, when your R&D center has invented a new product, the game will announce that with a speech. The example would be the first smartphone has been invented. Hey, that's cool. That is cool. Okay. Speech preference. Each player may have different preferences regarding the type of speeches they wish to hear. This is awesome. In this version, it is now possible to customize and enable/disable individual speech categories according to your preference. So, wow. Where is it? Where is it? Right there. R&D speeches for. Okay. Cool. New corporate logos. Look at this. Look at that one. That's cool. Wow. New corporate logos. We are bidding farewell to the old logos and embracing a fresh, modern design that perfectly complements the immersive experience of Capitalism Lab. The corporate detail report will showcase a large version of your corporate logo. This visual upgrade lets you see your branding prominently displayed as your corporation grows and succeeds in the game world. That sounds great. That sounds great. New options. That's always great. Cool looking ones. PMA, positive mental attitude. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Polar bear. Man, these are great. I would love something with a B, just for me. So my name is Brian. I would love something with just a nice little. I normally use the Bridgestone logo because of that. I see A, M, beta has B, but it's not just a B. PMA, of course. Z. We have a Z, T. I would love a B. Mr. Chan, please, a B. All right. Improved memory usage. The enhancement lowered the likelihood of out of memory errors occurring in games using mods with a huge product variety and a large number of AI competitors and cities. AI improvements. Improved AI in selecting input suppliers for purchasing units based on input qualities for the manufacturing units. Great, great. E-commerce improvement. Okay, let's see what this is. Your COO will manage the pricing of your e-commerce products when you assign the COO as the manager of your e-commerce firm, so that you no longer have to adjust the prices yourself, greatly reducing the micromanagement. Two, the improved gameplay balance on e-commerce. To better reflect reality, the overall e-commerce sales of a product category, except software products, are restricted to a minority of the total market share, meaning that it will never account for a majority of the market share. The maximum share of e-commerce in total retail sales can be customized in the new game settings menu's digital age DLC section. E-commerce, maximum. Okay, more options. More options. All right, the share of e-commerce sales is capped at a certain percentage of the total retail sales to reflect the quality that online sales typically constitute only a portion of the overall retail market. Reference: the e-commerce as a share of the total U.S. retail is less than 20%. Ah, really? The e-commerce as a share of total U.S. retail sales is less than 20%. Wow, I would have thought it would have been way higher. Really interesting. And then it even provides the link for their source. Wow. So 80% of all retail sales done in the United States is actually done in physical stores? That is amazing. Online is only 20%. All right, script line for the setting. There's the code for it. All right, Telecom. Telecom UI improvements. I love me a telecom business. Telecom is great. You set it and forget it. Especially if you don't have any competitors also doing it. Easy money maker. 5 million plus a month. All right. The user interface for telecom, media, and internet companies in Capitalism Lab, but it's expensive to get into. That's the drawback. The user interface for telecom, media, and internet companies in Capitalism Lab has been updated with improvements to the typography and layout. This addition of icons to telecom firms provides a more visually appealing and intuitive experience for users. Here we have a gentleman with a fancy haircut and a serious looking face. It's like a triple pyramid A logo. Let's see. All right. Adjust pricing based on inflation. Yep. Auto adjust. We had that. Auto adjust budget based on inflation. Oh yes, this is just a user interface. Look at that. New icons here. Number of subscribers. Okay. Additionally, the option to automatically adjust budgets and prices for telecom firms has been moved from the headquarters CEO office to the telecom firm detail window. This change allows users to make adjustments more easily and quickly. Why did I get that backwards? More quickly and easily. Auto adjusting budgets and prices based on inflation for media firms and university research. Media firms and university research now have the option to automatically adjusting budgets based on inflation. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to the hassle of manually adjusting your budgets every year. Sweet. All right, moving on. Moving on. Adjusting and research focus. Bam. Auto based on inflation. Okay. Factory production selection. In a factory, if the inputs can be made into more than one type of product, the production will not start until the player decides which product to manufacture. Okay. All right. It's a good addition because before it used to just start making one product automatically. Like, for example, if you had an input of oil, which you can make into diesel, gasoline, and plastic, but it would just default to, I believe, diesel. You had to manually change that if you had the game running and not paused, that is. All right. So now, before it does that, before it starts producing anything, you have to manually pick it. Good addition. Good addition. Civic building donations. 1. Beginning with this version, your company can donate civic buildings, even when the city economic simulation DLC is enabled. You can use the following script line to override if prefer. Again, that does not allow private companies donating civic buildings. This sounds great. but I will not be donating any of my buildings. I want all that money. All right. New Community Engagement Department and Headquarters. Capitalism Lab now features a new addition to your corporate headquarters, the Community Engagement Department. In this department, you can set a budget for ongoing civic donations, calculated as a percentage of your operating profit. This new feature allows you to give back to the community while managing your business operations. Interesting. I wonder, what do you get? And we also see new icons, some new artwork for these different departments. I wonder what kind of bonuses you get for doing that. I guess it'll show it there, huh? The question mark. All right, the following information is displayed at this department. Lifetime civic donations. The company's cumulative donations towards civic buildings, constructions, and operational expenses. Lifetime civic donations as a percentage of lifetime operating profit. The company's cumulative donations toward civic building construction and operational expenses, expressed as a percentage of its total pre-tax operating profit throughout its history. Ongoing civic donations as a percentage of operating profit. The company's continuous donations for supporting the operational expenses of civic buildings, for which it has funded construction, represented as a percentage of its pre-tax operating profit. Note, we plan to implement the feature of corporate reputation into the game in the future, and civic donations will be one of the ways to increase corporate reputation. Answering the question that I asked earlier, which is what happens when you donate these buildings, is your corporate reputation will go up, but that's going to be implemented at a later date, but they're laying the foundation now. All right, HQ, departments, display mode. The departments are now represented by icons in the headquarters. You can change it to the text display mode by clicking the view mode icon located at the bottom right corner of the 3x3 layout area. There is a script interface improvement. So in the new game setting menu, the load script function now includes an automatic script saving feature. The system remembers the name of the last loaded script, allowing players to conveniently load it again with a single click in future sessions, eliminating the need to manually select the script file each time. Awesome. I don't use that, but hey, for those of you that do, definitely quality of life improvement. A new script line for resetting all game settings before loading the script lines. So there's the script for it. I'm not going to read that. Different examples, script lines for new features. So different script lines, if you use that, that is relevant to you. Script lines for new goal types. Again, some more examples. The average level among all firms was required level. So just different options if you use the script features. Script lines for export company. More things. New digital age DLC customization option. So disable AI digital companies. Go yes. Okay. So more script stuff. This line. All right. So this is just more scripts stuff. Instructs the game to run automatically. So this is just explaining what those things do. The script file was created in response. All right. This script file was created in response to the request from CapLab community. Note that this script line will lead to gameplay imbalance as there. So that's if you change disable AI digital companies. So that would lead to a change as there's no AI in developing OS software. If you choose not to develop OS software, it will result in the non-existence of the entire software industry. AI will also not set up telecoms. So be careful if you do that. AI will not set up telecoms, preventing the internet sector from emerging if you do not create one. Therefore, this script line should be used with care and only when you're interested in exploring a particular gameplay scenario. All right, more script line stuff. The script line for changing global stock performance in banking and finance, DLC. Again, hey, if you're interested, I will have a link in the description. If you do script line stuff, this is relevant here to you. Gameplay and balance improvements. All right, this is very important. Very, very important. Gameplay and balance improvements. All right. Number one, showing trade secrets when the player is offered to acquire a company that is going bankrupt. When a Companies on the brink of bankruptcy and the player is offered to acquire it. If the player is interested in evaluating the company, the trade secrets of the company will be revealed to the player, regardless of the setting of the option. Show competitor trade secret. 2. There is now a correlation between the occupancy rate of a commercial building and the number of jobs it adds to the overall employment in the city. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. All right. On the financial report of the apartments and commercial buildings, the annual return display has been replaced by the following: return on assets based on market value. This is a financial metric that measures the efficiency of generating profit from this property, calculated by dividing the, oh my God, no, it's a hashtag, what's the pound sign, right? Profit from the last year, pound sign by the pound sign current market value of the property. Okay. I'm not going to keep saying pound sign every time. This is the return on assets based on acquisition cost. This is a financial metric that measures, and this is actually used in real life, so this is very cool that they're now implementing it into the game. This is a financial metric that measures the efficiency of generating profit from this property, calculated by dividing the profit from the last year by the original purchase price of the property. Wow. I knew that this game was being used in some, right, in some universities, in some economic classes, and this is just further going to add to that. I mean, 3, increase the rate at which new natural resources are discovered. When all existing natural resources of that type have been occupied by companies. Great, great. So if the companies, if they all buy all the oil, there's no more oil to be purchased, right? It'll now discover them at a quicker rate, a new oil source at a quicker rate. Excuse me. Okay. Good. Good. All right. 4. In a new city, the rewards for achieving goals of certain population levels have been fine-tuned. The target population of the next city goal will be higher to avoid giving out too many rewards within a short period of time. All right. 5. General stores are only available in city economic. Oh, wait a minute. General stores. That's my opening. I always start with a general store. So this is, all right, wait a minute. General stores are only available in the city economic simulation survival mode, since they have a smaller retail capacity than other 2x2 retail businesses and are only useful in this mode. City. So you can only have a general store now in the city economic survival mode. City economic survival mode. Since they have a smaller. Oh, good grief. Oh my goodness. This changes things for me personally. Oh man. Okay. City economic survival simulation survival mode. I've never used. All right. My goodness. I'm gonna have to figure out how to start my games, a new way of doing that, because it was always 100% of the time I would go with a general store. Great variety of items to sell, cheap. It's only a 2x2 square. Department stores can now sell a wider range of products, being the same as discount stores in this regard. Right? Reduced the construction costs and operating costs of supermarkets and convenience stores, so that there would be incentives to build them in comparison with department stores. Right? Rearranged the orders of apartments and commercial buildings and adjusted their setup and operating costs for better gameplay balance. All right. 7, taller apartment and commercial buildings with more rental space that occupy the same land footprint will be more expensive to build than previous versions. With this update, the player will have to choose between a shorter building with a lower construction cost and less rental space, and a taller building with a higher construction cost and more rental space. Sounds good. Realistic. All right. All mansions that were sized at 3x3 have been resized to 2x2, resulting in consistent 2x2 occupancy for all mansions in the game. 9. When you build a new firm, its effect on the land prices of its surrounding tiles will be gradual rather than immediate. Okay, more realistic for increased realism there, or increased realism. Additionally, because of this, players will not be able to exploit the LAN system for quick profit. Oh, darn. There was that. I never did that anyway, but I might have liked to in the future. All right, bug fixes. Fix the bug that you could not click on the buttons year to date last year on the financial window if it is displayed on the second information center window. Tutorial improvements. Improved tutorial for farming. Scenario gameplay balance improvement. The goals of the scenario metropolitan transformation and the city economic simulation DLC have been changed. The population goal of Seoul has been reduced from 1 million to 700,000, and the population goal of Busan has been reduced from 800,000 to 600,000. Excuse me. Inform the translators to update their scripts too. Okay. All right. Improved challenge game system. The challenge game interface introduces a new ranking method, goal plus score, in which participants are ranked according to two primary criteria. The first criterion is based on whether they have successfully reached the challenge game's main goal. The second criterion then evaluates and ranks these participants in accordance with their respective game scores. All right, cool. If you do challenge games, just another way to play. Hey, we've reached the end. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, thank you very much for sticking with me. If you made it to the end, I would like to announce that beginning July 1st, I will be doing a giveaway. I will be giving away 10 copies of Capitalism Lab. And keeping in tradition with this channel, we don't ask for likes, we don't ask for subscriptions, we don't ask for anything. It is not going to be annoying. You're simply going to have to just comment and ask for it. And if the first 10 people will get it. That simple, that easy. This was a huge update, 10.0, lots and lots of things that I am very excited to try. Thank you very much. Love you all. Peace.